Guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for subscribing, you guys. Do not watch this video at night. Just kidding. No, I'm kidding. No, this is the video you need to watch because this has been highly requested, and this is the first of many paranormal story times I'm gonna start. I will say, I used to do paranormal story times. I got a lot back in the day. Then I stopped because I don't know. I felt like it would attract negative energy. Let me just move this camera a little bit better. So I stopped for a while. But now I've had 3 experiences in the past couple of years that have made me into kind of a believer. From a kind of believer to 100% believer in everything. Like, I used to become half and half. A little bit skeptical, but I kind of mostly believed. Now I fully 100% believe in this. And in these next story times, you're going to find out why. Like, there's just nothing, there's no other explanation. You know what I mean? And you guys in the comments below can let me know what you think about all this. Of course, as always, like and subscribe for more scary story times. And let's get started. Welcome back to my channel if you're new, and subscribe and all that jazz. Okay. Anyway, let's get into this video. So, this happened actually last October. And I've been too scared to talk about it until now, but I'm ready now. So, I was really bored. As you guys know, I don't really have a lot of friends. I've recently started talking to people again recently, and I've made a few friends recently, which is cool. They all live in different either cities or, yeah, they both live. I have 2 friends right now currently, and they both live in different cities in Texas. But anyway, and that's cool, whatever, you know, whatever. Okay. But at the time last year, I didn't really have any friends at the time. I was kind of like, you know, whatever. I was a bit lonely, so I was on apps talking to people, and with this girl, no, like, I'm a bi girl, but I met a girl. We're dating. Just kidding. I'm straight. No, I'm kidding. Oh, you know what I mean. No, I'm kidding. Oh my god, you guys. Sorry, I'm really hyper. So this story probably should be scary, but it's gonna be kind of like hyped up a little bit, girl. It's gonna be like scary, but I'm still gonna be hyper in it. So hopefully that's not, yeah. I know I should be like, oh, like scary. But you know me, I don't know. I'm in a hyper mood, girl. So there are scary parts coming, trust me. I'm just gonna, okay. Anyway, you guys. So I met this girl, and we're gonna call her Stacy. Hell with it, right? So we're gonna call her Stacy, and I met her online, and we kind of bonded because I was looking for, you know, people to talk to. She was too, and apparently she used to live in Houston, where I live now, and she had just moved a couple of years prior to Vermont. And I told her, okay. And she was talking about Vermont. And she was talking about, you know, her life, her new life in the Northeast and everything. And I told her, you know what, I've always wanted to visit Vermont. And I heard they have beautiful fall foliage. I love pumpkins. I love fall festivals. We don't really have a lot of that here in Houston. So she was like, oh my god, girl, I know we just met, but I had this house. I just got it. I have a spare bedroom. You want to stay for a week or 2? You know, we could hang out. I can show you around my town. She's like, you know, trying to convince me. And I'm like, you know what? Okay. Normally I wouldn't do it, but I was just like really bored. I really hadn't been traveling in a while. I mean, I have and I hadn't, like off and on, but like not like for at least a few months. And I was like, you know what? Let's just do it. Why not? Like, you know, like YOLO, right? Fuck it. Let's just do it. So I book a ticket, I go, and it's the week before Halloween. Because I told her I'm not going to go on Halloween. I'm not going to, because I'm too scared. Because I don't know. I'm just like paranoid about that kind of stuff. I'm weird. So I told her, okay, I'll come, but I'll come the week before Halloween. So yeah. So she picks me up from the airport, and we're driving to her house, and she's like, you know, you're more than welcome to stay, of course, as long as you want. I was like, oh, thanks, girl. She's like, yeah, but it's letting you know my house is haunted. I was like, oh my god, girl, what are you talking about? She's like, yeah, it's haunted. Like, I hear noises, I hear creaks, I hear, you know, light switches go off and on. Like I'll turn off the lights, I'll come back home, lights are all on again. The stereo will, like, turn on, all this crazy shit. Dishes will, like, fall and break all the time. Chairs will be moved across the room at night. Like, it is scary. Like, she even told me, she showed me, like, videos of it. Like, because she has security cameras in her house and outside her house. And she saw me, because I didn't believe her. I was like, girl, you're taking the piss now. You're taking the piss. So she's like, no, I'm serious. And she showed me the footage. And there was footage of shit moving at night. Like, crazy shit. Like, her dog's, like, barking at, like, nothing. Like, yeah, it's scary. She has a couple dogs. She's like 2 golden retrievers, and they're so cute. That's a different story, okay? I love golden retrievers. They're my favorite dog. They're so cute. Oh! I love Pomeranians and golden retrievers. Like, oh my God. Okay. Anyway, guys, so we get to the house, and she's like, okay, just, if you hear anything, just ignore it. These spirits are friendly. I'm like, they better be friendly. Like, they better be Casper. I don't want no freaking conjuring up in this bitch. Okay, girl? I do not want to be living in the conjuring house. No, ma'am, girl. No, ma'am. She's like, no. It's not conjuring. It's giving Casper, the friendly ghost. I'm like, okay, good. Okay, good. Okay, girl. It better be giving Casper, and it better not be giving Conjuring, because I am not about to be in the next Conjuring movie. No, ma'am. Okay, Annabelle, no, ma'am, girl. I don't want no haunted dolls up in here. I don't want no haunted basements. I don't want no crazy seances or anything. She started laughing. She's like, girl, you are a mess. I'm like, you love it. And she's like, I do. And I'm like, you better. And then we're like, yes. So she was really fun. You know, we get along so well. We're like twins. I love her. Stacey, if you're watching this video, I love you, girl. I told her I want to make this video, and she's like, you better make it. I'm like, I'll make it tonight. Oh my God. But anyway, guys. So everything's going well. I slept through the night. I didn't hear anything. Not one noise, not one thing. And I was kind of gutted. I was like, I came all the way here, and you were hyping this house up. Your house is haunted. I didn't hear anything. So I woke up. I went downstairs. She made pancakes. We were eating pancakes, bacon, everything, sausage, eggs, everything. And I was like, girl, I didn't hear any noises. She's like, yeah, it's usually really, really noisy, but since you've been here, it's been dead quiet. I'm like, whatever. She's like, but guess what? Things are going to get really, really fun, because there's a party tonight across town, and we're going to have fun. I'm like, okay. She's like, yeah. So let's go. I'm like, okay. So we hung out. We went shopping. We went around the town. We explored. And then it got dark. So we drove across town to her friend's party. And we have to cut through the woods. And she's like, oh, the woods are haunted too. I'm like, of course they are. Of course. What else is new, girl? The woods are haunted. Your house is haunted. We went to the woods. Nothing really happened. So we went to the party. My friend got really, really drunk. I know. I was like, girl, I don't drink. And you're supposed to be my sober driver. She's like, I'm sorry. So she got really drunk. Like she was doing shots. Like Patron. Like, yeah, she was doing Patron, girl. She gets kind of crazy. Like, people were doing belly shots out of her belly button. Like, I was like, oh my God, girl. Okay, girl's gone wild up in this bitch. So I literally look over there. Sorry. Okay, so I literally look around, and like I see her, like, guys were like taking belly shots out of her belly button. I was like, girl. She's like, wow. She's like, she's a party girl. I didn't know she was a party girl. She told me she was quiet. Whatever, girl. You are not quiet, Stacey. You are a riot, and I live for you. So I'm sober, you guys. And her guy friend was like hitting on me, which, I mean, he was hot, so whatever. That's a whole different story. So her guy friend was hitting on me, and guys were taking shots out of her belly button, and she was taking shots out of guys' belly buttons. She was like, I think 7 or 8 Patron shots. She was on another planet, girl. So I'm like, girl, what are we gonna do? Because you can't drive your car because you're drunk AF, and we have like 30-minute drive back to your side of town. She's like, oh my God, girl. Okay. My guy friend, the one who's hitting on you, he can drive us back. And I'm like, and we're gonna call him Matt. I'm like, Matt, can you drive us? He's like, yeah, anything for you. I'm like, oh. Okay. I love when guys say that. Guys will do anything for me, because guys, oh my God, I'm a guy magnet. But that's a whole different story, girl. That's another story, girl. Oh my God, okay. So, and he's really hot. I'm like, oh my God. Why are guys named Matt extra hot? Like, I swear to God. Okay, anyway. So, Matt has this truck, and it's like a 4-seater truck or whatever. And so we get in this truck. And of course, right when we leave, it's like 3 a.m. when we leave. I know, right? 3 a.m. You know what happens 3 a.m.? Shit goes down 3 a.m., girl. There's this dense fog that starts to... I know, right? There's this dense fog, and it starts to, like, suddenly, like, come into the woods, and, oh my God, it's so creepy. And my friend, Stacey, Stacey, she's, like, passed out. She's drunk. She's like, ugh. She's passed out in the back seat. I'm in the front seat, like the passenger seat. I'm a passenger princess. If you didn't know, I'm a passenger princess. I don't drive. Hell no. Hell no. I don't drive. No. So Matt was driving. I was in the passenger seat, and Stacey was passed out. Like, girl, she was three cheeks to the wind, girl. She was, no. Like, no. She was sleeping in the house. So she's passed out. She's snoring. I'm like, girl. So Matt is just like driving the car, and he's just like, so do you come here often to visit your friend? I'm like, I think I might start. He's like, yeah, you should. Like, next time you come, let me know, and like we can go to dinner. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, okay, girl. Okay, I see you, girl. I see you, girl. Okay. Trying to like, you know, hit up Miss Michaela over here. Anyway, so we're kind of flirting. We're kind of giggling, whatever. The fog is really dense. He's like, oh, I'm going to have to go really slow. I'm like, yeah, it's cool. He's like, you know, these woods are haunted, right? I'm like, yeah, that's what Stacey told me. I don't really believe her. He's like, no, you believe it. I've seen some crazy shit before here. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I've seen ghosts. Like, it's crazy. So I'm like, Matt, shut up. There's no ghost here. And literally, right when I said that, so we're in the woods, right? And there's this, like, small 2-lane road that goes in the woods. And it's, like, deep in the woods. So we're deep in the woods. The fog is really, really thick. And then right when I talk about, like, there's no ghosts, shut up. Literally, he's like, what the fuck is that? I'm like, what? And I look over there, and on the side of the road, there is a woman wearing a white dress, long black hair, sitting on the side of the road. So we stop the car, and he rolls down the window, and he's like, hey, do you need a ride? I'm like, Matt. And I'm like, are you okay, sweetie? I say. And she's like, literally like this. And she lifts her head up. And, like, I can see through her. Like, she's, like, transparent. This woman in the white dress. And I'm just like, oh, my God. So, Matt's just like this. I'm like, let's just go. So, we literally, he puts his foot, like, bam, hits the gas, and we just drive off. And then, 10 seconds later, I'm like, oh my God, did you just see what I saw? And he's like, yeah. Like, I don't want to talk about it. I was like, oh my God, that is scary. And then I look back at that side of the seat, back of me, and Stacey's passed out. And then I look at the other side of the seat next to Stacey. Yeah, oh my God. See, this is why I didn't do the story, because it just honestly scared the shit out of me. Right behind me, sitting in the back seat next to Stacey, was that girl. I literally screamed. Matt was like, what? He turns around, he sees it, because his face went white. He slams on the brakes. I'm like, oh shit. I literally almost hit the air. I literally almost hit the front of the thing, yeah. And like, Stacey, like, gets up and she's like, what? And then I scream, and then I look back, and she's gone. The girl's gone. The see-through girl. And Stacey's like, what the hell's going on? Are we home? What's going on? Matt is literally just like shaking. He's just like, oh my God. I'm like, oh my God. Stacey's like, what are you fools doing? Like, what the hell? I look again. The girl's gone. I look outside. There's no one there. Literally freaked me out. So we wait 10 minutes. Matt kind of composes himself. We don't even talk about it. We're like silent the whole rest of the way home. Me and him help Stacey back to bed because she is so drunk at this point. Stacey sleeps it off. Matt goes home. I go to bed. And then the next morning, I tell Stacey about everything. She's like, oh my God, girl, I was so drunk last night. I was like, girl, that isn't even the part of the story I want to talk about. Yeah, she got drunk. I live for you, girl. But okay, girl, you go ahead, girl. And she's like, I know, girl. I'm sorry. I never drink. I'm like, girl, yeah, you do, girl. But okay, it's cool. I'm like, 7 Patron shots, girl. And she's like, hey, what can I say? I have a hankering for Patron. I'm like, yeah, I can tell. But I'm like, no, but the real tea is we saw a freaking ghost on the side of the road. She's like, what are you talking about? I told her everything, and she's like, I don't believe you. I'm like, girl, so your house is haunted, but you don't believe me that I saw a ghost. I'm like, okay, let's call Matt. So I call Matt, put him on speaker, and he's like, yeah, we saw a ghost. And she's like, you guys are pulling a prank on me. And me and Matt are like, no. So I think she doesn't want to believe it. Because she maybe thinks that maybe the ghost will follow her home, make her house, what am I, Canadian? Her house even more haunted. But the weird thing is, when I was there the whole week, and I didn't hear anything. The house was sound, right? But then the only experience I had was that freaking girl ghost. And I think it was a ghost because she was transparent. Like, I could see right through her. She was wearing a white dress. She had long black hair. Wearing this white, like, flowy dress. It was creepy, the house down boots. It really was. Like, and I'm trying to think, like, is there any explanation? And I have FaceTimed with Matt multiple times in the last few months to be like, what the hell, right? Was it just the fog? Was it our mind playing tricks on us? He was sober, obviously. He was driving. He didn't drink. I didn't drink. I've been sober for, like, 3.5 years almost. Stacy was drunk, but she was sleeping. She only woke up when the car shook, because we were stopping the car when I saw the ghost and I screamed. And then she went back to sleep. And then she slept all night when we took her home because me and Matt, picked her up and put her in bed because the poor thing, she was snoring and she was so passed out. She was so drunk. Anyway, so Stacey slept it off and everything. And Matt and me are cool. Like, Matt and me, like, we talk. If I go visit Stacey again, me and him are gonna, like, go on a date, maybe. But, whatever. He's so hot. Oh, my God. Anyway, you guys, I told him that maybe we'll go ghost hunting in the woods next time. Oh, my God. It'll be so fun. Yeah, so that's my story time, you guys. And then I came home, and nothing else happened. Nothing else happened the whole trip. Like, that was the only thing that was paranormal on the whole trip. And Stacey didn't drink the rest of the time she was there because I think she felt kind of embarrassed that she, like, passed out the whole night. I told her, don't be embarrassed, girl. Like, it's cool. Like, whatever. And obviously, me and Stacey, like, we talk all the time. Stacey, I love you. I think Matt's gonna watch this video, so Matt, I love you too. I think you're really cool. Yeah, Matt is, like, one of my really good friends now, so he's really cool. So, Matt, if you're watching this video, you're dope as fuck. And Stacey, I love you, girl. And, yeah. Anyway, you guys, that's it. This story's long enough, but what did you guys think? Like, do you think I saw a ghost? Do you think it was my imagination? Do you think it was the fog? What do you think it was? Because I was sober. Matt was sober. We both saw it. And, yeah, it was really creepy. I mean, do you think there's any explanation? What do you think happened that night? Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are. Like and subscribe. More scary stories are coming. I have 2 other scary story times that happened to me in the last couple of years. Excuse me, that are also really, really frightening as well. So I'm going to tell those story times in the next couple of weeks. Whenever I can. But, yeah, if you love scary paranormal stuff, this is the place to be. And so much more. And thank you so much for subscribing. Until next time. Mwah. Bye, guys.